Hi everyone, welcome to V Celestia Tarot. This is our December general read for all my Capricorns out there. I'm going to try to keep it open to see what messages want to come through. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to shuffle this deck a few times. Some of you really have love on your mind, so let's see what that means. Alright. Okay. One more shuffle. What do we have for all of our Capricorns out there? Okay. One more card right now. All of our Capricorns. Oof. Okay. Few cards want to come out. What did I say? Oh, this feels very much like love. Some of you have been going through it. I don't know if some of you might be an empath in ways of like, you take on people's energy, or you always do a lot for other people without getting much in return. And I feel like that energy has been on your mind a lot of like, I always pick up the pieces. I'm always the one to fix things. I'm always stuck in this situation. And Eight of Swords, it feels like you're bound to something. So some of you might be in a relationship where you feel a bit restricted or bound to it, and you're trying to figure out what does that mean for me and why am I feeling this way. And the Two of Cups coming out, that for me is love. So either you are looking for love, you want your love to be rekindled. We're going to deep dive in a little more. But this feels very much relationship based. If not, I feel like you are looking for relationships that fuel you again and stop taking so much. So this could be any relationship. That doesn't have to be romantic. But I feel like some of you just might be feeling like the relationships I've been getting in with friends, family, I feel like my energy is being taken and I'm not getting much in return. Okay. Yeah. Five of Cups. Yeah, it's just like, okay. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. A lot of cup energy, a lot of water energy. It feels like the resources are depleted. Something is not working anymore, or you are not over someone, or this relationship you are in is feeling like it needs to be over. My heart is like heavy. It feels like something's missing, and I can't figure out what it is. And the Eight of Cups, it's like moving towards something else. So this is like the morning time of like recognizing that you're not as happy, and then you're like, the energy I want to move forward, I want to figure out what's wrong, and I want progress. Let's see if we can get some clarification. Message for Capricorns. Message for Capricorns. That must have come out, Seven of Swords. Yeah, again, it feels like you're carrying a lot of the burden, and why is this so hard to read? I think some of you are having communication issues because I can't speak right now. My heart just hurts, and I can't articulate what's wrong, and that's what's frustrating. And I think that's what some of you are feeling. I can't articulate how I'm feeling, and that's what's frustrating, but something feels off. A lot of anxiety, really stuck in your head. I don't know if you've been like, I need signs, like can a sign come through in my dreams? Yeah, and there needs to be a new beginning, and you need to go in deep within yourself and figure out what it is you're looking for, because you hold the answers. And I think some of you might actually struggle with your self-esteem, and that might be what's holding you up. Why it feels like there's this standstill, because you're recognizing that you might not necessarily be where you want to be in order to bring love forward, or you still need work to be done for you before you can get into a relationship or to sustain this relationship. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to come and go, and this feels like a very heavy period that you're going through, but it's not meant to last. Princess of Cups. I hate this. I don't want to say this, but oh my Lanta. Some of you are dealing with it where it's like you see this person as so beautiful. Like if you're in a relationship, you're like, this person is so beautiful, and sometimes you'll just watch them and see how they interact with people or animals, and you're just like, they're so beautiful, they have so much going for them. some of you want to run away. And I'm not going to suggest that you run away, and I'm not going to suggest that you stay, but you know the answer. And you don't need to watch a video, or maybe you are searching a video to tell you the answers, but you're the only one who can answer that. A new day is dawning. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's so beautiful. Whatever... your answers are being, your prayers or your thoughts are being heard, and they're manifesting. Like, the things that you want are coming together. You might have been whispering things like, I need answers, I need this, I need that, and they're coming together for you. And the star card for me is like hopes and aspirations and something you've wanted coming for you. And that, for me, that felt like a huge career shift, or like financial breakthrough, or just like, oh God, something I've needed or wanted is finally coming together. But I keep seeing solitary energy, and some of you need to recognize what you have to give and what your partner might have to give, or just if you are single, like, why are you being mean to yourself? Like, why do you invest so much in other people and don't invest as much in yourself? Honey, yeah. Nine of Torches. Something needs to end. Something needs to end. I don't want to say that for you to... Some of you are like, I just like to set things afire and walk away. Like, you're like, I love the damage that I can leave. Like, it's not like damage, it's just like, I have these self-sabotage energies, and for you, a lot of December is going to be wrestling with, like, how do I work with my self-sabotage energy, and how do I control that energy to bring forth what I want? Because Ace of Cups is, like, emotional fulfillment, and I feel like also, this is really interesting, but some of you might be dealing with chronic pain, and you're kind of like, how the fuck? Your chronic pain, like, I feel like you're going to have a thing in December where either it flares up, comes back, or you've been dealing with it recently, where you're just kind of going to recognize, like, a new method in which to help yourself in your pain. Very specific message for someone out there. It feels like I don't know. I feel like you're drowning in, like, your own thoughts, and I feel like if you talk to someone, that's how you're going to find, like, I don't know. I know I said this earlier. I'm saying conflicting things, but it feels like the energy in which you use to put yourself down, like, you will often distance yourself from help. You're like, oh, I've always been alone, but you haven't been alone, and that's the message you need to hear. You're not alone. Even if, as much as you like to think you are, you're not. Yeah, major change. But it's change that needs to happen, and there's going to be a major upheaval, major change, but I think it's recognizing, like, that is so beautiful. You don't have to deal with the weight of the world on your own shoulders. Like, you do not have to do this alone. And the Four of Torches is, like, really working towards, like, maybe finding a creative outlet as well. But what I find so beautiful is, like, you don't have to see this, because this artwork is very specific, but the Six of Pentacles, like, things coming together, like, this is like someone who sees their self, their future, and the things they put out into the world alone. But then in the corner, you have these hands reaching out. Like, that for me is like another signal that there's help for you, and someone wants to hold your hand. Somebody wants to walk through this world with you, but you will always push them away because you think you're alone. You feel like you work better, and sometimes I feel like you worry that the weight of your pain or the anxiety you carry is going to damage someone else, and you don't ever want to damage anyone else, and that's not true. there's love for you, and it's there for the taking. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. This is an elemental oracle card, so it's very general, but I'm going to try to see how it applies for our Capricorns. A few cards want to come out. Let's see what the angels can get a message for our Capricorns out there, please. Okay, that's still like 2 cards. Okay, actually, I'm going to pull both because I think it's important. Whoa, no way. Okay, that's very interesting. I'll make sure I have to bring that up. So we have the lake and the desert. Again, I think I might have said this earlier, but it feels like, or another reading, but like drowning, it feels like, again, it's like isolated, and if you can see, like, this person is like breathing underwater, like it feels like, oh, I don't think you can see that. And in the desert, but it's very interesting. So we have water in the desert. But the thing is, there's something blooming in this desert. So it feels like everything in your head, everything feels unattainable, but it's right there for the taking. Like, everything you want is right there for the taking. And why I laughed is because the lake card is card 31, and the desert card is card 13. So I would urge you to look up those numbers and see if they resonate for you. Okay, so lake is about depth. Do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive, do the research, do not cut corners. You may not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time of decision. Yeah, I feel like some of you have fire energy. You're like, I need to just get things done now, and sometimes it comes off a bit much. And then desert, it's solitary. There's a difference between being alone or solitary and being lonely. Feeling confident to spend time alone is powerful. You do not need too much. Work on developing simplicity. There's more to life than accumulating objects. You can be resilient and adapt to difficult circumstances. Yeah, that feels like a good note to leave it on. So I am wishing you all the best. Happy holidays, and take care.